Hello and welcome to my Tuesday, and I am having a very cosy time. As you can see, I'm home alone because Izzy's at college, my boyfriend is at work, and I'm in my pyjamas, very cozy. I do have to get dressed soon because somebody's coming to deliver something and I need to be presentable. But I've got up at 9ish and I've just been sitting here editing my Cardiff videos and drinking delicious freshly brewed coffee, of course. It has been very wild and windy and wet here. I think the rain is set in now for days on end. We got some big storm coming, I can't remember the name of it. But I'm quite happy because I've got 3 vlogs to edit, so I'll be quite cosy at home doing that and sort of listening to the rain outside. Oh yeah, very nice. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. Plenty of nice food in as well, so I don't need to go out. Life is good. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this now and I'll speak to you later. Umbrella is up. It's up. There's a kids' play area over there. It's 1:30 now, the medication delivery has come, so I've dealt with that, and also I finished editing the vlog for tonight and it is exporting, and I'm feeling very burny in the eyeball department because I've been staring at the screen since, I don't know, 9:30 or something. Yeah, 4 hours. I'm not that good at taking breaks when it comes to editing. I should do it. I try and make myself and like move around a bit and maybe put some dishes away or something, but yeah, I didn't quite do that today. So anyway, I'm gonna have a lunch break now. But before I do, let me show you my mung beans. They appear to be photosynthesizing. Yeah, can you see the bubbles appearing? Look, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm gonna sprout some, but I'm going to boil a lot, and then when they've cooled, I'm gonna freeze them in portions. That is my plan. I know the bubbles just came up there and got the camera on and it stops. Come on, show people that you are making oxygen. It's science. Oh, there's one, yay! Okay, I'm cooking up the leftovers. I've got a mushroom and a courgette frying in there, and it seems to be up really hot for some reason. But look, what do you think this is? It's this dried bean curd stuff. I soaked it. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those specimens you get in museums in glass jars from the old days, from the 1800s. Yeah, reminds me of some kind of undersea creature never previously known to man before they fished it out and put it in a glass jar. Anyway, I'm going to fry them up. They're all right. Isabel liked them. She said, Mum, I like the rubbery things. So that kind of sums up the texture for you. I think it needs a lot of seasoning though, otherwise it's a little bit bland. It looks really weird, doesn't it? Look how it is. I mean, it's just made from soya beans. It's nothing offensive. There's something kind of very stimulating and interesting about buying something you've never cooked before and experimenting with it. I quite enjoyed the process, but I think it definitely needs lots of chilli, lots of soy sauce, lots of lemon, lots of things that Izzy can't have, so when I cooked it for her it was quite bland. I've also got rice left over that's been in the fridge, so I'm going to use that up. I might do a ricey dish for IB later, I'm not sure. Yeah, I might do because I'm going to do a mung bean dal, aren't I? So I'll use that up on myself now and then cook him fresh later. I've just chucked a light load on while that's cooking, and I'm going to empty this lot out now because that's clean. There's my lunch. I'm just chewing a bit of it. It's alright, it's a subtle flavour. It's 3:15. Got it up, it's just processing, so I'll need to check it, but other than that, it's all finished. I need to get out and get recycling bags because I've run out. I'm suffering from bulging recycling bag syndrome at the moment. I've got a boyfriend turning up about 6 o'clock for dinner, so I'm cutting it fine for cooking those mung beans because they take an hour and a half. So I'm gonna run out quick, pick those up and get back in and straight away get those mung beans cooking. And just like that, I am back with the bags. Good. I'm giving them a good old rinse under my tap here in my steamer thing. Of that saucepan there, I'm going to cook them in that saucepan. And I'm going to save some here because I'm going to sprout those ones, I think. I've just been Googling on my phone how to cook mung beans. The packaging says for 1.5 hours. But other websites I've come across said 45 minutes, or they said bring it to the boil and then simmer for a further 45 minutes. I don't know, I think I'm probably going to do that. I'll boil it and then just bring it down low and do it for another 45 minutes. That's what I'm going to try. I'm just going to check on my video and set that all off, and then I'm going to read up on Google how to sprout mung beans because I need to set those off properly. Nope, still not done. Right, Google. It says that sprouting them enhances their nutrition. The sprouts, as in the mung bean sprouts, contain higher levels of folate, vitamin C, K, magnesium, phosphorus and antioxidants than the unsprouted beans. Better get sprouting then. I feel evil cooking these now. After I saw them breathing, they came to life and I was like, oh, it's like the vegetarian version of putting a live lobster in boiling water. They look a bit funny. Okay. says you can do it directly into a container, bowl, jar, etc., or in a cotton cloth. So I think I've probably soaked these for slightly too long, because it's definitely been more than 9 hours, but basically give them a good old wash as much as you can, and then put them in a bowl and in the dark, and every so often just moisten them, but don't have them sitting in water, otherwise they go pongy. They're kind of sprouting a little bit already, do you see? I'm going to do them in here, and I might need to transfer it into a bigger one if they go really massive. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it did say to pick through them for stones first prior to soaking, but I didn't. So, whoops. I have to partially cover the bowl and keep it in a dark and warm place away from sunlight. Do not cover completely, they sprout on their own. There, I kind of put the lid upside down, kind of half off, so they've got a bit of breathing room. Right, we'll check back on them later. Those went absolutely crazy, as you can see. It was all like frothy stuff boiling up, so I've turned them down now, so they're going to have their 45 minutes, and I'm going to go and practice my flute. Now, Isabel has been making a mess in Flute Cave. Well, she hasn't really. She has been shooting videos, self-tape specifically. Best lighting I think I've ever had down here in the cellar. Anyway, you probably didn't notice that nearly all the shots have been handheld today. That's because I've been too lazy to come down here and de-rig that and get my tripod back upstairs. Let's get this beauty on, ready for our session. That'll start smelling lovely in a minute once it's warmed up a bit. Finished! I did an hour of my flute practice. I was going to do 45 minutes, but then IB messaged to say he's a little bit under the weather, so he's going to come tomorrow instead. So I didn't have a time constraint for starting cooking dinner later, so I just carried on, did the whole lot. I must admit I was bobbing up and down the stairs, continuously checking on the mung beans, and I realised when I came down here it was a bit of a silly time to do it because it was unattended on a gas hob, so I was just totally not focused on the flute as much as I should have been. Had the door open, I was just back and forth all the time. Anyway, it's fine. Next time I'm going to do that when I'm actually up there. Never ever in my life has a gas hob ever blown out on me, just hissed gas, ever. I've just realised that I didn't put chapters in my Cardiff Canton walking vlog. My walking vlogs, if you haven't seen them, it's just me, it's just a vlog. It's just, I've got to call it something, and if I call it that, it'll come up in search, you see. Smells of mung beans up here, and it's getting dark. That's still doing. I put it on a long wash. There's bedding and stuff, well, pyjamas and things. And I ran that earlier than I really needed to, because I wanted that for doing his rice, but now I didn't need to do it, never mind. But here they are anyway. Well, you can't see anything, it kind of looks all milky, doesn't it? I've been just coming up and stirring them quite often actually. I don't think I needed to in hindsight, but I'm not used to them. They look like that now. Anyway, I'm going to run upstairs and put some chapters in my Canton walking video, because it helps to come up in search, even on Google. So if somebody searched Cowbridge Road, East Canton, there's a possibility that my vlog might come up because it's got Cowbridge Road, East Canton as a chapter heading, and what it does is it takes the person straight to the start of that chapter right in the middle of the video. So it's just another way that the channel can grow. So I'm going to go and do that quickly because it's publishing in 20 minutes. So it's about 20 to 8 in the evening now. It's quite easy to guess what I've been doing, editing. But before editing, I hung some of my clothes out on the radiators, and I ate an apple and a banana and a piece of birthday cake and crisps. But I am finally hungry again, ready for dinner. Although unfortunately the kitchen is lifeless with nothing cooked, so I'm actually going to have to do that now. Oh, but I bought something frivolous and silly yesterday. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I treated myself to some more nail varnish, a sort of bluey one. And I had something random given to me. I went into Boots. I had a really unusual craving for sweets, and I literally bought myself some sweets from Boots. And I got to the counter and the guy attending said, "Would you like some free hand wash?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll have it if it's free." He said, "There you go." I didn't have to pay for it, so bargain. I'm going to cook something, but not exactly what I was going to cook, because I want to cook that tomorrow. But I think I'd better eat some mung beans. I've had a little think and I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop up some potatoes and just very, very finely slice it and fry it in with some chilies and spices and stuff, and garlic. And I'm also going to add some chopped up courgette, a celery stick, some cauliflower, a broccoli, and these because they're out of date, but they're fine, but they definitely need using. And then I shall add some of those mung beans towards the end. Here's phase 1 complete. Somebody called Joshua has been asking for a cooking video. As I said, I would include some cooking in the video, which I often do anyway, don't I? So I've chopped it up really, really small and really skinny like that, so it cooks quicker. And I've added some crushed chilies, which I got the other day. I've also added some of these whole coriander seeds. I think that looks like a rabbit, you know. So I actually literally have, you know, I've crushed it in like that. So very coarsely chopped really, but the idea is it goes soft in the cooking and soaks up moisture, and then it's very tasty. And I've also put some whole cumin seeds in as well. And I'm going to chop the rest of that up now and bung it in. We are now at this stage. I added a lot of the liquid from the mung beans, and I'm really hoping this does not cause extreme flatulence, but I am afeared of it. I've made myself rather a lot, so I think I'll be eating this for lunch tomorrow as well and still have some left over. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to let that boil for a bit. I've also added to it some Bisto granules and also some Kikkoman soy sauce. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna, you know, deal with that and the rest of that. Oh, and that, now that I have bags.
But carrying on with these cancers in men, BRCA mutation, BRC, one or BR.
It's a little bit later now. My dinner's ready. I've been hanging stuff around the house because I could just about fit it out without getting the great big rack out. I washed those few bits by hand because they really weren't that dirty at all. Been watching John Campbell, well, listening to John Campbell actually on there. Medical stuff. And I've also turned this off the heat and tasted it, trying carefully not to burn my mouth, and it's actually delicious. I'm really looking forward to a bowl of that now. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog. If you liked it, do you think you could please help me out by giving me a little like, because it does help with discovery on YouTube and it helps channels like mine to grow. So I really appreciate that. And if you're new here and you'd like to follow more of my life here in South Wales or wherever in the world I may be, do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.